the Toe God coming to you with the thoughts of wisdom, peace, love, happiness, and the true prosperity is within us all. Peace. Health is wealth. Mental health is wealth. You gotta get it right, my people. What's up? What's up? Mm, mm. We've got some pertinent information today about this. A mango to help cure a lot of internal illnesses that we're dealing with. So just gotta start getting back to our fruits and vegetables. Like I said, in moderation. Got some jazz playing in the background. Drop that down a little bit so you can hear me clearly. Well, um, if you read in the title, joining how to remove toxic people out of your life. Simple. Not so simple, but simple. Toxic people comes in forms of family, friends, etc., etc. Um, and a lot of times we dealing with people that mean us no good. They mean us more harm than meaning us good. Those are known as flags on the play. Oh, toxic people. Well, you don't want to quit. Loan somebody some money. That's how you remove a toxic person out your life. Loan them some money. You won't hear from them no more. They stop calling you after you help them out with their situation they was going through. Those are survivors. Those are not. I call those survival modes. Those are survivors. Toxic people. You know. They only care. They don't have no empathy. They only care about themselves. They only care about what they can gain from you, and not what y'all can gain together. Only what they can gain from you. How to remove toxic people out of your life? Simple. Simple. Look, the more and more that you work on your own mental health, the more and more you work on yourself, and like working on self doesn't mean being selfish. So the more you work on yourself, the more you're gonna learn that a lot of people that you deal with are not useful for what you need for what you're doing and where you're going at in life. You know what I mean? So you gotta learn to remove those people out of your life. You know, and you're just now joining, checking out the title, "How to Remove Toxic People Out of Your Life." Simple. Once you start growing and you start changing and developing and becoming a better person and showing better habits and the things that you do and the way that you live life, those people are gonna start separating, removing themselves away from you because they're gonna start thinking that you're weird or there's something wrong with you. And ball on the actuality, come down and chat with me. You know what I mean? You can get in on this discussion, talking. But those people, like, they start saying to themselves that it's something wrong with you. You know, because and like I said, that doesn't just have to be friends. It could be family members. Um, you know, there's somebody using you. You bring value to them. They giving you no value to help you grow. It's a toxic person, and there's no guideline or no rule that said that you have to deal with these people. You don't have to deal with them because they mean you no good. So that means that they're toxic. Not here for your betterment. for your peace, for your mental health. Want to get rid of a toxic person? People calling your phone, talking to you about nothing, negative stuff. They won't call you to talk about other people. We'll talk about other family members, talk about other friends. No solutions. When come to you with no positive information, when you ain't information based, I appreciate you. Appreciate the hearts down there. Robbie Morris. I am Ben. All right. Um, I can't offer you anything. Hey, what's up, yo lady? Yeah, lady, hi, go. Not offering you anything that's fruitful. That's offering you any information to grow. We're in an information based um time right now. You know what I mean? Everything's information. So like all these things right now that I'm sharing with you, this is all out there. You know what I mean? Every from day to day, you can gain this information by helping yourself grow. More motivational speakers, more people that's inspiring to make better with their self. You know what I mean? And that doesn't make you selfish. That just means that you're wanting to show growth. You know what I mean? By working on your self and wanting to elevate your mental, elevate. You know what I mean? Want to elevate your spirituality, elevate your health, being conscious. Those are things to help you, and that's not being selfish because it says, "He who helps himself is he who understands God." You know what I mean? He, him, or her. I'm not excluding a woman. Oh, you know, you don't want to have those same conversations. People, and they're gonna notice. Question: between a police officer, plumber, and a mechanic, which group do you feel has more credibility and integrity? Uh that's all right. Well, I can slide that question in here right now. 213 facts. Between a police officer, a plumber, and a mechanic, which group do you feel? Well, let me answer it this way. It could be any one of them. It could be any one of them because oh, it's eating on a mango. Team opera, we eating on a mango. Um, it could be 213 facts. It could be any one of them because it all just depends on um the integrity of the individual and the what principles and values and morals that that person with a career is living on. You see, those are all just titles. You know what I mean? That's just a title on a person, right? It's like having your name and not understanding your namesake. You know what I'm saying? Or understanding. You know what I mean? So I mean, if that answers your question, 213 facts, I could say it could be any one of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to direct it to say, oh, this one. Police, you got police officers who do have integrity, even though they out doing the job. You have a mechanic that is there to help you. He's not trying to rob you. You know what I mean? He's gonna talk to you about everything. Look, this is how you do this, that. Just go buy me the part. You know what I'm saying? And I'll just charge you for the labor. Excuse me. Go buy your own part. Just and you can sit there and watch me do this, that. You know what I'm saying? That's a good mechanic. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody that's it. Then you have them out there. I have a few of them myself. You know what I mean? And as far as the plumbers, the same thing. Each person are their own individual, and if they choosing to stand on principles, morals, and living by a certain ethic and just principles and having morals and who they are. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is just a title. You know what I mean? You go to work every day. You get somebody they talk to you like you're nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's not a person that has any value because you want to treat somebody how you want to be treated. So that's just how I would answer that, just to be simple. A mechanic will create a problem and fix it. Yeah, that's true, but not all mechanics though. 213 facts. That's very much true. Most mechanics do that. Most mechanics do that, but that's why I said you can't really say because each individual is his own individual that do those type of things. You know what I'm saying? Every person is not. You know what I'm saying? You get good, honest people. You know what I mean? Out here. You know what I mean? That's what I'm speaking about right now. Separating yourself from toxic people. You know what I mean? And that comes in a form of most, like you said. Like with time. I don't know with time as you learn to communicate and learning how to cipher people energy and communication. You could tell off the rip, like the way somebody talk to you, the way they dealing with you. Then you be like, nah, I don't even want to do my business here. I'm gonna just take my business up the block. That's when you have patience, when you seeing through the situation and you're not just um rushing to get the job and get what job is done. You know what I mean? If you have that type of time on your hand. But back to the point at hand of what I'm talking about, getting away from toxic people. That's why too, that was a great question because those all three people too, you can find toxicity in every person. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. A police officer, a plumber, a mechanic, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your aunt, your uncles, your best friend. You thought was your best friend. You know what I'm saying? Um, co-workers, toxic people. You know what I mean? And distinguishing and understanding your energy, understanding communication, understanding people at a toxic people. We all have a right. You have a right to remove yourself from these people. I have to deal with these people. Copy. I got you. hmm Um. Yeah. How to remove yourself from toxic people. So basically, I say that the best way to remove yourself from toxic people is to continuously work on your own mental health. And you're not tripping. Once people start showing you who they are by their actions and the things that they do, that's how you got to start assessing people and judging people. Like this person is a toxic person. I don't have to deal with this person no more. You know what I'm saying? We have choices and options on what we choose to do. Like I said, find somebody they feel because you're a money tree, and they feel most, not all, police officers are morally corrupt. Not criminally, but morally corrupt. We may be cool with some police officers, but we have more idea what they do at work on stand on police reports. I mean, you have a point there. I mean, I agree, but that's what I'm saying though. Like everybody's not toxic though. That's what I'm saying. Everybody don't wake up just like wanna like I'm out to get somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, but majority of people do. They don't understand what power is. You know what I'm saying? Once they feel like they have a title, they feel like they can run with power. That's why that's a good. These are good questions because those are people like not understanding power can can help. It helps with it to help grow and build and fester a toxic person. So it's a great question. 213 facts. Thank you for agreeing that most police are morally corrupt. I said, I'm not. I've growing up with him in my life. I've dealt with a lot of that. I think there's a thing though too. And this is the real. Once you start understanding, like they have their duty on what they're doing in the day to day, you have your duty, and then start understanding energy and understanding communication. You can honestly board that off too. You know what I'm saying? Even though those that come that way, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest because it's all about a thought pattern and what you putting in your mind. You know what I'm saying? So if you thinking like, oh, every time you see the police, oh yeah, because they pull me over, they gonna do this. Police pull you over, it's just cool. They ask what they ask for. You give them what they want. Don't say too much. And if they are at ASS, you know, sometimes you have to, you either can just let them get on with the get on, or you can give them a certain communication where they understand, you understand, and they gonna have to respect you too. Not an argument, but it's just and keep it short, brief and sweet. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Cause That's what I've learned to do, and only I say that is because they also use a mechanism too that they like to trigger people. So that's their first line is to see how they can trigger you. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that we need to start understanding too. How not to be triggered. Not only just by police, by anybody. You know, let nobody trigger you. Let nobody get you out of your element in your space. And once they do that, and that comes also with a lot of growing and learning for me to even get to that point. Because I'm the type person. As soon as something is said that I don't like, I don't handle things like that no more because I've grown and I'm learned to deal with things differently now. You know what I'm saying? I had to think first before I even react. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm way more patient than I was when I was younger. So I have to be way patient with not even just the police, with whoever. You know what I'm saying? I'm dealing with people, I'm patient. You know what I'm saying? At an all-time high because I'm gonna understand, like all state, I'm full coverage. The rest of these people just liabilities and casualties. You know what I'm saying? That's how I gotta look at life. You know what I mean? In order to continue to grow and as you're bringing on great questions. Understanding how to remove these toxic people out of your life. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? As soon as I see conflict coming, I don't even how you doing. And if I see a person like let them go ahead and get off. You know what I'm saying? Let them get their steam off, say whatever they want. Then I just start picking them apart with communication. Or a little less to be said. All right, no problem. You have a great day. All right, yeah, boom. Because I already see like that's not even a energy that I want to gauge. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you start understanding energy. You know what I'm saying? So that's just another thing right there. And the trigger method police use is part of them being morally corrupt. You hit it on the nose. All right, 213. And that's what I'm saying about dealing with toxic people. So I think we kind of covered a little bit about how long I've been on this. I can't. Well, 17, 29. So um, just want to say like yeah. So with toxic people, with toxic people, you know, it's like our cell phone. You know what I mean? We got the right to answer. We got the right to not answer. We know who's calling us with the BS. And eventually, I'm starting to learn too. There's a shift going on out here because what's happening is never, 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 never. 213 factors. He on top. Never. I never dealt with that type of. I didn't have to. You know what I mean? I was a one man army. You know what I mean? If, just to be real with you, just be transparent. I ain't never have to. I handle my own business. I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't grew up in that era. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how old I look to you, but nah, I ain't grew up in. I didn't grow up in that. Like, I'm not saying I grew up in that era, but nah, I'm just saying to VA. How about yourself? Yeah. So, all right, back to the title. Oh, LA. All right. Shout out, salute to LA, man. I appreciate you on the tap in. Please subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel. I appreciate subscribe to the channel and shit. I mean, if you want, you know what I mean. I'll send you a link. You know what I'm saying? Or if you have something you want to talk about, we could talk about any of these things. We could talk about the police. You know what I'm saying? We could talk about the difference between East Coast, West Coast. Let's talk about whatever you want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? You come up on a thing if you want. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's up to you. Just leave me a message or something. You know how to get in contact with you. You subscribe. You can message me. You know what I mean? 213 Facts. You know what you do? Hit me up on IG. And if you are on this too, hit me up on IG. It's Tow dash God, TOWGOD 312. TOW dash GOD 312. And that's on Instagram. Yeah, shoot me a DM and we go politic. We go politic on some things, you know what I mean? We could come up on here, you know, we could have debates, we could do whatever, you know what I mean? I'm all for all of that. You know what I mean? And subscribe to my page. Sandra Massey was shot like a dog in her kitchen by sheriffs. We could talk about it. We'll talk about it. That's all topics to talk about. We could talk about it. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. You see, too, stuff like take a lot of times too, man. A lot of times too, and I would say from my own experience, like it just don't happen like that. Like, and that's a 9 out of 10 ratio. It just doesn't happen like that. It just don't happen like that. And that's coming from experience. Like, like even with them coming aggressive, you know what I'm saying? They like, yo, do this, do that, do that, do that, that. 9 times out of 10 of you doing what they tell you to do. Nah, man, unless it's something more to the reason, you know what I'm saying? They come in there for a specific reason. It's something in the house. You showing them some type of hostility. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that per se, but I'm just saying 9 times out of 10. I'm not saying, you know what I mean? Like you have to keep going back and forth. And then now too, they have those, even though they have it, but they got the and I was just say that things don't happen even still, but nowadays they have the cameras on and all that, so you know. But toxic. So removing toxic people out of your life, in which will come in family, friends, etc., etc., etc. Um, once you continue to do the work on yourself, it's like shuffling cards. Cut these the people and things. People they start cutting themselves out of your life. They start removing themselves out of your life. It's like a cancer. Cut cards get cut. Boom. They start removing themselves because they start understanding that you're growing, you're changing. Your thought process is not the same. Um, your conversations are not the same. You know what I mean? The way you living is not the same. You know what I mean? So now y'all really have too much in common. So now these toxic and negative people, they start removing themselves. You know what I mean? And God actually, once you understand God and understand, you know what I'm saying, your spiritual aspect of you, also work on your inner you. A lot of your energy and your frequencies, it be telling. It's just like a spider sense. Like, nah, this person is. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like their conversation. Nah, this person, nah, they vibes feel tricky and weird. You know what I'm saying? I don't even really want to deal with this person. Like, you're gonna be able to like dissect, and then with dissecting, you start dissecting. You know what I mean? So these people start eventually getting cut out of your life. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? With being alone or being with those that think like-minded, it comes a lot of strength. You know what I'm saying? And it comes a lot of like being a shepherd. When I mean being a shepherd and being a lone wolf, you're not a sheep. You know what I'm saying? See a lone wolf, he hunts out sheep. You know what I'm saying? A lone wolf, you see him howling up at the moon. You know what I mean? I'm not considering myself an animal or anyone an animal, but I'm just saying being a lone wolf means you run alone. You don't run in packs. I'm saying the packs, they all just they run around in a herd. You know what I'm saying? And then that's why the shepherd got to come and just sheep them off, sheep them off. And Yeah, like, excuse me. So with that being said, man, I'm not gonna like I'm gonna conclude this live, man. Hopefully, I got across the message that I wanted to get across, which was on my mind. How to remove toxic people out of your life, man. And no, you're not tripping. No, you're not bugging. Once people show you who they are or tell you who they are, believe them and accept it, and then move on. And there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? And no malice. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something that I had to learn to do. I used to like block calls, used to get upset. Why is this? Why is that? No, I don't understand. I'm a lone wolf. I don't understand. I'm a shepherd. I'm not a sheep. You know what I'm saying? These people are not meant to be in my life. You know what I'm saying? Here, you ask for something, take that, go about your business. I don't need to deal with you no more. And you don't owe me nothing. Oh, you need help? Oh, yo, I'm in a situation. You have a choice, you have an option. You choose to run out and go help that person, then now you gotta bear with the problem because it's your problem now. You know what I'm saying? That was a toxic person in your life that you don't need. You should be learning from these experiences. Enough experiences that you have to pay attention to and learn who you have around you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talking about circles and this and that and people. I'm not worrying about that. Three people, I'm that's I ain't worrying about that. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. Um but with all that being said, yeah, so eventually you'll remove these people out of your life. So with all that being said, man, I want to wish everybody on their journeys, man, peaceful ones. I want you wish everybody more happiness. Wish everybody more love, more health, and as always, the true prosperity is within us all. Peace.